We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for returns for this, smash that like button to them when you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Hymc stock, and Hymc stock was pulling downwards today after having an explosive run yesterday in the market hours and in the aftermarket hours, as well as the pre-market. But it was not the only stock pulling downwards today. The overall market and the SPY was pulling downwards, and our SPY bot this afternoon at 12:45 p.m. sent us out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, put options were up 2 to 3x within an hour, guys. This is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now gain access to this as well and join the members using it to have that edge within the volatility and maximize to either direction. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and the SPY bot and QQQ bot as well. So here we are with Hymc once again sitting sideways, if you really think about it, after exploding from way down here up to its highest point and pulling back, but it's still slightly above from where things started. And that's what we're going to break down in today's video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So these are both of the stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% jumps, but one of them turned out to be a home run. And we caught this one in the pre-market as it was pulling upwards, pulled downwards, consolidated, and maintained strength here on 42 vision. And the ticker symbol is CELZ. And it continued upwards towards the bell, and even at the bell took off another 10+%, almost 15% plus, and hit a highest point from when we caught it in the pre-market, consolidating to that highest point of 30% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. We strive for opportunities like these every single day. And let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Hymc stock pulling downwards, and we have some key levels to look at and also look at what's going on within the bigger picture, because on the 30-minute things have been pretty volatile, but we also want to see how the 4-hour and 1-day has reacted, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators to receive the clarity you deserve within the volatility of the markets, whether stocks are going up or going down. You can now gain access to it and join the members, receiving that clarity and edge over the volatility to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with Hymc, and it had a bull indicator yesterday. It had a full transition here from extreme weakness, went into red with green borders, bright green, slight pullback, but still some strength, and continued into today's pre-market, right? And breaking through the highs from yesterday at 150 and rejected right around that area. That was a key level that could not be rejected and needed to be turned into a support and bounced off of to reach newer highs, right? We talked about that in yesterday's video, but today we are now under a bear indicator that negated this bull indicator, and things have pulled back pretty fast. But from where it all started to where it's at, it is still looking pretty strong so far, right? It created a support at a key support level, but does not signify that this is enough strength to bounce back up. We need to see this come with more strength and another bull indicator to pop up and negate this bear indicator. So right now the chart on the 30-minute, right, is under a bear indicator. And I stated in yesterday's video that we've seen how fast this has happened, right? Every single time these jumps have happened, they have been short-lived so far from what we've seen, guys. Every single time. The only two that were the strongest was the first one, slightly pulled back, the second one, and right here on this third one, again, same thing. It was under that same bull indicator, pulled back down, bear indicator, and went even lower. So it has been a pretty volatile stock. It's gotten a lot of great news in the sense of AMC participating and buying a big portion of it and so forth. And now retail is catching on and paying more attention to it. And when you really think about it, from where it all started, and even here once it took off again from the 75-80 cent range, it has held pretty strong above $1. And I think that is a strong sign of strength, but it has been pretty volatile in these movements. Now, yesterday's move was pretty big, but nowhere near as big as the last 3 runs. So we do want to keep that in mind. But this run was pretty strong in the sense of how quickly it bounced up. Now, there's 2 reasons why it bounced up so fast. The first thing is it's one of the lowest points on its way down, and it hit a low here of about 112, and it could have been a dead cat bounce. That's one theory, right? That's one way to approach this, or some shorts covering into earnings, guys. Earnings was supposed to be reported today. If anybody has further information on that, if it got postponed or if it's happening later in the afternoon and this is being delayed, please let us know in the comment section down below. But those are the 2 things I can think of: shorts covering into earnings, or a dead cat bounce, shorts actually covering and getting trapped, and then also bulls bringing momentum, and quickly it faded, right? But it ended up higher than where it started. And that's where you could look at this and say, well, there seems to be some strength here. Now the question is, could it hold it, or will it lose all of it, right? So let's go ahead and pull up the 4-hour as well, so we could see this from the bigger picture. And you could see that this is under a bear indicator still. And I pointed this out yesterday as it was going up higher. If it pulled back down into dark green with red borders, and this bear indicator does not get canceled out by a bull indicator in the process of going higher, then this bear indicator is going to continue to dominate through the volatility. And so far, it is putting its foot down on the overall chart, because the chart came down, came up, and it's going back towards it. And if it breaks through the supports down here of 112, $1, there could be further weakness, and this bear indicator over time could hold itself to be true, right? So right now it's still dominating, no bull indicator coming up to go ahead and cancel it out. Now on the 1 day I stated that we are under a bull indicator, things went up, slightly pulled down, and in the bigger picture it is starting to reverse and bring itself back up, and this could be the setup, right? Not a setback, but the setup for the next bull run. And if you actually zoom in here, you could see that this is no longer dark green with red borders, if not dark green with green borders. And that's the shift back into slight strength. And this is where the move that we're about to talk about on the 30-minute is showing that there is some strength within this volatility. We just need to see it hold and not allow this to shift back down, or eventually a bear indicator to pop up on the 1 day that eventually could hurt the momentum even further down. So that is something to keep in mind here on the bigger picture. But the way it's reacting and this bull indicator is holding true, and we're starting to see things try to come back up, it is showing that if a support is found at these key levels that we see in the charts, there might be some strength here, even though this bear indicator is here within the volatility. So let's look at this here on the chart and talk about supports and resistance. So the first thing is, this support of 124 is going to be key here as a support level, and even below that at 120 will be key to see if the bulls hold this up and not allow the bears to bring it even lower, and also show some strength within the move. And that could be the beginning of the staircase effect, right? And like I always say, these pullbacks in the bigger picture, if there's actual momentum here and strength, and there could be a squeeze, right? In the case of HYMC, there could be a squeeze and further momentum to the upside. This is not a setback, if not the setup for the next bull run, but it needs to hold support. Honestly, if it held support even above 124, if not up here at 130, it would have been key, and it actually rejected it there and it fought through the middle of the day within that area and it broke it. So 130 will be key back up to the upside, but 124 once again is vital since things are bouncing off of that, and that's one of the lowest points that we've seen on this pullback. Now back to the upside, we want to see this break towards 135, use that as support, break even higher, and go towards 140, guys. Once it breaks towards 140, the highest point that we've seen is 151. I would just round that up to 150. We want to see a support there, and in the process, a bull indicator popping up. And if it could break towards 150, the next level would be up here at 175, guys. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. Are you still holding HYMC? Are you buying more on the dip? Or did you just start a position? I look forward to seeing those comments down below and how you feel about this earnings. And as always, if you guys want to receive clarity within the charts and have that edge within the volatility of the markets, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. You'll get connected over to the SPY bot, QQQ bot, and receive the resources that every single member is maximizing on to receive that edge within the volatility, guys. You'll join a community of members that are all maximizing within the moves of the charts, guys, and you can now gain access to these resources as well. Once again, the link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some